Hey everybody, this is John, and this is finally week. Oh shit, we got 12 Pokemon battles. It's got to be week 12. Feels like it. It's gonna be week 12. This is Pokemon battles. This is gonna be me versus, I believe, TTC. We're finally gonna get TTC's perspective here, so that's kind of fun. Normally we are stuck on the other side of the battle, so we're gonna see. He's running his Politoed here. We didn't see the teams at the beginning. That's because I hit record very late. Doesn't matter though. We'll obviously see the team throughout the battle. This is a good battle, I do believe. You see, he comes out with Toxic. I did forget to turn the things on, the animations on, which sucks. I'm going to use Stealth Rock. There's nothing his Politoed can do to me, really. Anyways, there is a Hypnosis set on a Politoed. It can give you some problems, but you didn't have it there. He must have switched Hypnosis out for Toxic, and he comes back in with Jirachi. Jirachi, obviously a good switch for into Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn really can't do anything to him. He is going to miss. I do miss with the Leaf Seed. That sucks. He does use Trick. He gets me with the Choice Scarf. He gets the leftovers. A good switch for him, definitely. Obviously, Ferrothorn with the Choice Scarf is about as useful as any slow Pokemon, any stall Pokemon with the Choice Scarf. I mean, that's how you ruin Chansey. So there you go. I'm forced to switch out. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and Leech Seed for the rest of my life. Let him just Calm Mind or whatever the hell else he's running on. He does use Thunder on the switch. That's that's a bit surprising to me. Or maybe he actually used something else. He used what did he use on that last move? I don't know. Anyways, I switch. I take the Thunder with him. I thought he was going to use Thunder Wave, something like that. He doesn't. Instead, he used Thunder. It did some decent damage. This is my new Espeon. Obviously, he uses Iron Head, and I flinch. There's that Serene Grace. So with Serene Grace as well, you saw I got paralyzed with the Thunder. It's got a 60% chance to paralyze. That's so high. It makes Jirachi, especially in the rain with that Thunder's a non-stop hit, just so difficult to deal with. You see, I'm going to pull out the Espeon. I don't want to lose it this quickly. If he tries to set up any spikes or anything, I can move that in, and that'll be the end of that. I do move him Empoleon. He does use Iron Head again. I was kind of afraid he's going to use Thunder, go back to Thunder, but Iron Head did so much damage, I'm not too surprised he stuck with it. It doesn't do any damage to the new Espeon here. He finally has a nickname, Mr. Cobblepot, Destroyer of Worlds, and Sad Child. He does use Thunder this time. It does really good damage, takes me down halfway. You can see Espeon's high special attack, or special defense. Doing pretty well to help me hold out against that. I do get paralyzed, unfortunately. Obviously, not Espeon. Empoleon's a slow Pokemon to begin with, but paralyzed really kills him off. I do use Scald in the rain with the Life Orb. It does kill him off. Not too much problem there. I think he thought he was going to survive. It does have. He did say it was special defense bulky type. It didn't work out anyways. He does switch in Thunderous here. This is a good switch. Unfortunately, he uses Nasty Plot. Thinking I'm going to switch out because obviously if he had used some sort of lightning move, that would be the enemy. He doesn't. He uses Nasty Plot. He knows he can get a full sweep almost if he gets that Nasty Plot off. Unfortunately for him, I use Ice Beam. Do a considerable amount of damage, and Empoleon's really coming in handy here. He does move in Scizor. Now Scizor is a problem for Empoleon if he carries Superpower. If he does not have Superpower, then Scizor is basically no good against Empoleon. That would be a bad switch. So you see I move into the Dusclops. He's going to use Swords Dance here. That's a smart move. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with getting a free Swords Dance in when you can. He's going to use X Scissor here. It's not very effective. He didn't. I don't think he knew that time. If it was, you can see already he's made a couple of mistakes here with Toxic and then Toxic on a Steel type, and now X Scissor there. I'm going to use Will-O-Wisp. It's going to severely damage the Scizor. It kind of makes it useless if I can get it to switch out here. I do confuse him. He does have a Swords Dance backup, so he is at his normal +2 at this point. Obviously, the burn takes it in half, takes his attack in half. So he's going to use Bullet Punch here through the confusion. It's going to do a pretty good damage, actually. Perhaps I should have not used Nightshade there. Nightshade did decent damage. I think I could survive another Bullet Punch. I'm not sure. But either way, we'll find out right here if I do survive it. I don't survive it, so that'll be the end of him. Obviously, if I get another Nightshade off there, it does kill him off. The burn does more than leftovers. You can see it dipped him down to 91. Nightshade does 100, so you can see that would have killed him. It didn't matter there. He did die to the Bullet Punch. So Scizor does pretty good there. Takes out the EVO Dusclops that you saw he had so much trouble with next week. I do move in with Gyarados here. He's forced a Bullet Punch. Scizor really can't do anything. I don't think he can carry anything, actually, that does any damage to Gyarados. So I'm going to go ahead and set up with a Dragon Dance right there. Speed and attacker up. You see, he did Bullet Punch, did very little damage. He's burned. He can't really switch out because he's going to switch out, but it's really to no purpose because when Scizor comes back in, he's going to be at half damage. He's not going to be a big threat. He does move Politoed in here. I think Politoed is a strange choice to move in. Obviously, he's got to move something in. I think he's going to go for a Toxic here. Toxic or a Hypnosis if he's still carrying that, or maybe a Perish Song. I know he carries one of those, two of those three moves. But I do taunt, and as you can see, the Perish Song is avoided. That would have been disastrous. I do have 2 Dragon Dances, now disastrous for him, because obviously he can't sit there and take on, he does not want to take on a 2 +2 Dragon Dance Gyarados. That's a very difficult task to go against as a person. So he switches in Latios here. Latios is good if he's not going to have to take too many hits. There he takes 1 hit. It's more than enough. Obviously, Gyarados with that kind of boost, he gets up near 700 attack if he's running in Adamant. So I'm running a bulkier set here, but he's still running Adamant. I still have an Adamant one. He doesn't need the speed as much, so I don't mind being slower because he doesn't mind taking hits. You can see him at full health. It's no problem. So you're going to see I do use Taunt here. Breloom did set up with Focus Punch. He's going to use it here. It's going to probably do decent damage because this move is just so powerful, even though it's not very effective. So you see it doesn't even take me down halfway. That's pretty crucial because that means that basically, unless I can not kill him right here, Stone Edge I'm going to use again. It's going to hit again as well. I got lucky with my Stone Edges. They did all hit. So he does use Seed Bomb the second time. This is also going to do decent damage. You can see it almost did as much as Focus Punch did on it by itself. Poison Heal is going to keep him alive here. He does pull back. I think he should have left him in there because I don't think another Stone Edge would have killed him. It would have come very close, and I guess he doesn't want to chance it, so he does pull back into Caesar. Unfortunately for him, I am going to use Waterfall right here. Obviously, I saw Stone Edge didn't do very much damage. Waterfall is going to be in the rain, +2, plus stab. It's going to do a lot of damage. I should have probably just used it from the beginning on Breloom there, but I didn't use Stone Edge, so that's all that matters. So here comes Politoed's back in there. I guess he thinks, well, he's bulky enough to take a hit, and he is. He is bulky enough to take one of those. He does use Scald back. Doesn't even kill me off, but unfortunately it does burn me, and that will be the end of Gyarados. I do believe the burn's going to kill him here. We will find out very shortly as we watch everybody's health switch around at the end of the turn. So you see the burn does kill me there. He gets lucky with a Scald. But, you know, Scald, that's why you run Scald instead of Surf. Surf is stronger. So, I don't know. I don't really feel bad about taking a burn. I don't feel angry that he burned me. Like, that's why you run Scald. So, you know, he does use Ice Beam there, and it does freeze me. That's a little more upsetting. But now he's just going to Scald. Apparently using Scald while you're frozen, and I didn't know this, can unfreeze you and thaw you out instantly. I didn't know that. And he thought it did the same thing to the opponent. It did not. As you can see, he does move in Breloom here. This is a pretty much as safe as it gets switch. I can't seem to get out of this for this this ice. He does use Substitute there. Nothing surprising about that. This is obviously a Sub Punch set. Breloom's probably the most common set, I would say. He does get Technician now, I think, in the Dream World, and that's not too bad either, because he can get Mach Punch and some other moves that are below that sort of health. He does stay in. I do take a Focus Punch there. It kills me in one shot. Obviously, the Iron Barb's kind of useful there, to be honest. Did a decent amount of damage to him to have him die, even though I died. The Poison Heal is going to get most of that back up, but nevertheless, so what do we got? I do move in my Cloyster. It is faster than Breloom. That's not too surprising. Obviously, if he gets any move off with Breloom, Cloyster probably is going to die here since he's weak to pretty much everything Breloom carries. If he had Mach Punch, I would have probably been in trouble. It might not have killed me, though. Either way, you can see I use Icicle Spear. It does break through the Substitute and proceed to kill him. So that's another advantage of Cloyster's 5-time attacking moves. He does move in Politoed here. Probably a good switch. I'm going to use Icicle Spear again here. It doesn't do very much damage, as you can see. That was even a critical hit at the end there. I don't know if it'll kill him even if I get a hit one more time. He's going to be forced to use special moves because that is where Cloyster's weak at. Obviously, unless you can hit him super effective, it's not worth using a physical move in my opinion. Neutral hits won't do anything. I'm going to use Icicle Spear again here. I think with the leftovers, he's going to survive. Without them, it didn't. I get the critical hit. You see he's down to 10 health. I didn't know that then. You know, but he didn't do enough damage really with Scald. It's going to kill me here, but he's so weak at this point, it doesn't really matter. I can really switch in pretty much whatever I want. It's going to be able to kill this thing off real quick. So we'll see what I do. I'm going to go with Empoleon, who is paralyzed. So I do believe actually all the Pokemon on the list are paralyzed. That could be a problem. He's going to use Scald here. Thank goodness that Empoleon has good special defense, so it would have been trouble. I get through the paralyzed, use Grass Knot, and manage to kill him off. I don't know if that's his last Pokemon or what. I do take Life Orb damage, so Empoleon goes down for the team. It's not a draw, though, because Espeon was still out there. And I believe one more Pokemon was, even though Espeon might have had trouble in this weather. No, yeah, Espeon was the only one left, so I do win 1-0, I believe. I believe that was. And you see his team did pretty well there. It had some trouble with, it actually had, for a team that plays in the rain, it actually had some pretty good trouble with water Pokemon, oddly enough. But you see this time he wasn't relying on the spikes. His team was pretty much running itself. I think that his water weakness was probably his biggest problem. He doesn't really have anything to deal with that other than Breloom. But once Breloom goes down, not many water Pokemon just carry water type moves. In fact, a lot of Pokemon carry ice moves, which are going to cause problems for Breloom. Other than that, I mean, toxic mistake at the beginning. I get the Stealth Rock set up. That's always important. It turns a lot of one-hit KOs into two-hit KOs. Stealth Rock, a really powerful move, probably too powerful. But so that's the end of this battle. I do got 2 more, one from each of us, and then I have some other stuff to do. I'm working on the leads video, and so all that'll be up in due time. But thanks for watching this one. Bye.